No, whatever.
And even some days in between.
Whatever. I don't even bother you at all.
Anymore.
I don't. I really don't.
How come you don't bother her?
Right.
No.
Speaking of bother, there are some couples, unfortunately, that are walking into divorce court.
Giselle and Tom Brady.
Who else?
They didn't make
And
it.
Tia Mowry and Corey Harden.
I ain't see that one coming.
And is Neo walking into divorce court?
Well,
Yes.
Nia Long left her baby daddy.
Well, that's because
Ain't gonna be no wedding.
Well, that's because of the simple. We know that her baby daddy is Ime Udoka that got suspended for a year for messing around with the staffers in Boston.
Yeah.
Yes, nasty. So we seen that coming. When as soon as listen, you only getting half your pay. You ain't getting none of your wife. Period.
But you ever heard the old saying? You don't piss where you lay your head at.
Oh, yeah. you don't shit when you eat. When you eat.
Where you eat.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Right.
There's some things you just don't do. But that's these men thinking with their penal
Not
areas.
all of us. Not all of us. You
I said
can't.
some men
Some of
thinking
us.
with their penal areas
All right.
and not their brain.
But
So what's up, girl?
Well, for some, that is their brain.
so now
True.
now Anna, you have dealt with a manager has to deal with PR. If you were representing one of these people who are going to divorce court, what would you say to them?
I would say try to keep it as amicable as possible. Somebody's got to be the bigger person
Somebody got to be clean.
at whatever point. Somebody's going to have to be the bigger person.
I don't think
Unless you
Giselle-
want this to be drug out and the lawyer's just sitting there counting your money like,
Oh, yeah. Y'all
yeah,
go ahead, keep fighting.
yeah, I got this.
Keep fighting. Go ahead and keep fighting.
All right.
fighting.
All right. So Chris Rock.
I'm like, and my shit.
There's another Chris Rock quote. I don't know why he on my mind, especially after he got slapped by Will.
Didn't he get divorced too?
Yeah, he did. You know what Chris Rock said? He said that everybody, the judge, her attorney, my attorney, was dressed up in nice clothes and brushed their teeth to go in there to divide my money. That's what he said. Like he brought it and he put it in a joke, and it struck me as like, no matter if you're a man or a woman and things of that nature, you go in and divide your money.
I ain't had no money to divide.
I say, you want to watch your money just bleed out your pockets? Keep fighting. Extend that divorce.
That's what's about to happen with Tom Brady and Giselle.
You think they're gonna fight? I like.
Listen, Giselle told him, do not go back on that field. You heard what I told you. Do not go back out there on that field. I done told you. You need to be at home with me and these children. She told him that.
He retired and unretired.
For 14 days, he said, I'm out.
But he didn't. But the thing about it is, I thought that the 11-day being away from training camp for 11 days, I think that they went on a trip or something. I don't know if that was the case.
She told him, do not set foot back on that field. Me and these children need you here at the house. She said that.
So is this Tom Brady's last year in the National Football League?
Tom Brady said, you and them children can go on about your business. I'll take care of y'all, but I'm going to play football until I'm 52.
Obviously not if she's cozying up to Antonio
AB?
Brown.
Wait a minute.
Closing up the
Wait a minute.
AB.
I need
Allegedly.
actual sources. Allegedly closing up to former Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver, former Pittsburgh Steelers, Las Vegas Raider, Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver Antonio Brown. Or New England Patriot Antonio Brown. Didn't Tom, wait a minute, hold on. If that's the case, Tom brought him back to the Buccaneers to play. They won the Super Bowl, then he acted a fool the last year, which was last year.
He brought him back somewhere.
And now you messing around. You're not supposed to mess with the GOAT's wife.
Folks out here messing with any and everything.
Yeah.
They messing with their best friends, ex-wives.
Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Tom Cruise. They shared Katie Holmes.
Ooh. Yikes. You know what? Well, that's the problem. There's somebody gonna get hurt. Like Matt Barnes tried to do to Derek Fisher. Remember Matt Barnes, former NBA player Matt Barnes and former NBA player Derek Fisher. Matt Barnes told the story about how he drove 22 hours to they form a home to catch Derek Fisher wearing his bathrobe, and Matt Barnes almost tried to kill little Derek Fisher of the former Lakers and the former Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yep.
And the thing about it, I'm going to say this. Stranger Than Fiction, and I was not going to bring this up, but it just popped up into my head. I don't know why. It seems like somebody messing with me right about now.
Who messing with you?
I don't know. There's like something. Scottie Pippen, you know his ex-wife, Larissa Pippen? Sounds too much.
Oh, yeah, she was messing around with Stephen A., my boy.
No. Larissa Pippen is messing around with Marcus Jordan.
Michael Jordan's son.
What?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Little Marcus Jordan, the son of the GOAT of basketball, the real GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the 6 rings, messing around with his ex-teammate, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Well, I mean, it was no different than who?
Larissa.
Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
But who was Stephen A. messing with?
Supposedly Molly Quirm Rose, who was the ex-wife of Jalen Rose, who was on First Take with Stephen A. That's right. Yeah, I didn't like.
Y'all know I love me some Stephen A.
I don't like Stephen A. sometimes. Think he too little bit boisterous for my opinion.
Stephen A.
Yes.
Stephen A. called it like it is.
Yeah. Sometimes he.
Sometimes.
He's an asshole, but I love him. I love him.
That's why y'all love.
You should put as much emphasis into that hairline as it.
Oh.
Nah.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to agree to hold that. Okay.
Oh, dang.
Right.
Why is the Godfather over there cracking up on the what?
Because I'm also not gonna tell no lies.
All right, it's Anna.
She's right. You need to fix that hairline.
So,
but I love Stephen A.
But
Hair club for men.
Hair club for men. But like, unfortunately, and the Tia Mowry and what's her?
Corey Hart. So
that was
that caught me off guard.
Right.
But you know what? Sometimes people grow apart. And, the one thing, I was married I did a 22-year bid. That's how I see it as a bid. But, I'm at a point in my life now at age 53 that marriage is not high on my priority. And I'll tell any prospective dater, prospective suitor, don't come at me with the premise of, oh, you want to get married. That don't excite me because I've been there, done that. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the men that I have dated, they have never been married before. Mm-hmm. They came close, but they were never married. So if you're trying to win me over, that's not gonna win me over because I'll tell you off rip, I'm okay with a life partner. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with that. And if we set we set the table and we talk about things. Because communication is very critical in any relationship. And you have to let the other person know that, okay, listen, if we don't get married, I'm okay with that. If we do get married, I'm okay with that too. But that's going to require us to have conversations about being married. Because marriage is a lot of work. Yeah. And it doesn't, people forget. They look at the glitz and the glam of it. And when you talk about getting married to somebody, you have to remember it's not just you anymore. Mm-hmm. And when you've been single for so long and you get into a relationship, you get into that mode and you get into a relationship with someone, you tend to forget that it's not just you anymore. Mm-hmm. And you don't do it intentionally, but you do it. Yeah. And then you say, well, I want to be in a relationship, but yet you're still doing single shit.
Exactly.
Right.
So you got to find where you really want to be.
Exactly.
Because you can't say one thing, but then your actions show something totally different.
And I had to bring that up to somebody fairly recently, like, you say this, but you do that, So it does make you kind of look at the, Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell, Oprah and Stedman, type dealings, because you like, why am I going to put my time into this? And you still out here running to the bar every damn day, running to the club every damn day.
And I'm at a point in my life
I'm trying to do some grown up stuff.
Right. I'm not.
I hang out in the bar.
Travel.
Yeah, I'm not just in a relationship to be in a relationship. I'm in a relationship because I got some goals. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times men don't understand when a woman's been married and they divorce,
Mm-hmm.
we understand the sanctity and the unity of just two people in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Most men don't understand that. Most men don't understand when a woman's been married and raised children, they never lose that homemaker mentality.
Well, I love when people ask the question, "Oh, are you capable of being submissive? You seem like you have male tendencies." I said, let me explain something to you, sweetheart.
Well,
I have built by myself.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to take anyone who I can't build with
Exactly.
because I've already built alone. And in some cases, you may have built alone.
Mm-hmm.
But what are we going to build together?
Exactly.
And if we're not doing that, I
Then
don't
what are
want
we-
you.
yeah,
what are we doing?
together
what we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
And it's not.
Ah.
It's, you get to a certain point in life where it ain't about sex no more, because it's gonna stop working for you, partner.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Hey,
It's gonna stop
no,
working.
don't.
While my-
Don't put
while
that
my
on
shit-
us.
While my shit is still going.
It's still I give a job money.
All right, so as
For real,
far
for
as,
real.
but the thing about it is like, as being back and forth, the thing about it is raising children. You, as a single man, I'm going to say this, and I want all the other brothers to look at me while I'm talking to y'all. Like, I just made a whole thing of macaroni and cheese by myself. That is something that I don't want to be.
Shout out to Larry for making the mac and cheese.
I don't want to. I don't listen.
And a good salad.
I don't want to do that. Let me explain something. It's not about you share. Like, it's not about women's place or man's place. It's the place of working together
Exactly.
around, no matter what. Because
Exactly.
the simple fact of the matter is, a household is different from a bachelor pad. Let me say that from the idiots in
That's
the
right.
back. A household is different from a bachelor pad. You have somebody in the household that you can say that you can tell secrets to, tell stuff to, share ideas with. And the thing about it is, like, I wanted that, had that. Things didn't work out the way they were supposed to. But the thing about it is that I know that exactly what I want.
I want a best friend.
And that's what I need.
I want a male best friend.
I want my woman best friend. The thing about it is that
I want a partner.
right, a partner that's going to understand. Now,
A comical partner.
there's somebody that Johnny O, you want to chime in on this, or you just gonna stay over there and be quiet?
Johnny O is
Yes,
happily married.
you are married.
What's the secret, Johnny O?
Yes, honey.
There you go.
Tell that to these
Say it
brothers
again.
out here.
Say it again, Johnny O.
Well,
What's the secret?
Yes, honey.
I would say it's yes, honey, and then it's for the woman being submissive. But in order to be submissive, you have to have a man who is of standard and understands what it
submissive
means to lead.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone doesn't know how to lead.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a problem in being a submissive woman. I don't have a problem in falling back and letting the man lead.
I have a problem
That is your
being led
job.
down the wrong
But
path.
thank you. But if I got a problem, if I feel like you leading me on a trail of no return, nigga, I'm aborting ship.
That's right.
I'm getting fucking Israel with your ass and go by yourself.
In the words of the late great Dolomite, get your ass out on the sea, get in gear, and swim like me.
Right. So
Because that's just how it is. And a lot of times men don't get that. Women
See,
will be submissive to you if you give her something
you know what?
to be submissive
So there was
to.
a deacon in the old church I was at, and he said this. He said, "How does your marriage work with you and her?" And she always thinks she bossy all the time. He said, "You know what I do? I sit back, and whatever she wants to do, I just support her. The best way to lead is to follow the blueprint of your partner. That's the best way to lead, because the simple fact of the matter is that most CEOs, what do they have working? You have people.
Yeah, people under you.
You have people under you or around you that work with you, come up with the ideas, and then you say, okay, yes, and put the plan in place, add your critiques to it, and put the plan in place. The best boss was Al Lerner. You know why? You know why Al Lerner was one of the best owners for the Browns, even though they came back into the NFL in '99? Because you know what he did? He hired Carmen Policy. The thing about it is Carmen Policy was the accountant, was this, was that. Sometimes the best things that you can do as a CEO, the CEO doesn't run it. The CEO is the owner. They run everything. and they put the money behind it. But the thing about it is they also put the people behind it.
Exactly, because it's a saying that says, if you're in a room full of people and you're smartest person in the room,
You in the wrong room.
you in the wrong room.
Right.
Wrong room.
Right.
And men, you need to get you somebody that can lead some shit when you can't lead no more.
Well, you don't want to. All right.
But because the thing is, when you fall, if you fall, because it's not saying you're gonna fall, but if you fall, who is gonna be there to catch?
Right.
Exactly.
Are you gonna fall and just fall and that's it? No.
I just hope that these people get back together. Like not get back together. Get back
Once you're in
together.
Hollywood and you divorced, that's normally it.
I hope that they can be amicable. So we're gonna go out. It's a couple of minutes left, and I thank you very much for coming in with your insight.
No problem.
So you can welcome back on the show anytime. So look out for all the events going on this week. Shout out to Ozzie Mae Thomas for coming in last week, talking about the summit that's going on, happening on October 8th. Shout out to one of my best friends. Speaking of marriage, my friend Tara Thompson and Mr. McBride, they're getting married this week. So shout out to that. And
Yes, congratulations, Tara and Marcus.
yes, Tara and Marcus.
Marcus.
So
That's what she gonna be telling them.
and Tara waited forever to get married. She don't have no children or nothing like that, and she waited forever. And finally, her and Mark is going to time
It's
it
a
out.
happy ending.
Lawyers
Yes.
for life.
All right, so AMA's lawyers for life, and now they're going to be partners for life in that. So I love that, and hopefully I'll see y'all